my glow stars and glow getters. This is your girl Mo, back with another video, and thank you for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. And yes, you guys, in today's video is story time with Mo. And yes, happy Rare Disease Awareness Month day. Today, February 28th, is the day that we bring awareness to our rare disease of what many people are going through. Is many diseases out there that's never been heard, and people have them, and some doctors and some family members don't understand what that is. But now I'm here to tell you guys a little bit personal about what's going on, what I've been dealing with for the past couple years, and it's still pretty new to me and what I'm dealing with. And in some previous videos I have talked about that I had went to go to do things concerning what I'm dealing with, but in this video, you guys, I'll be talking about it. Before I get started, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please support your girl Mo. And yeah, you guys, comment down below if you want any more story time for Mo. But this is a start. Story time about what's personal. So okay, you guys, let's get straight to the video. All right, guys, so I just said that is something that I want to talk about. This will be my first time doing story time, so y'all bear with me. Today is a very special day for me. I did not know last year and the year before that they had a Rare Disease Awareness Day. I thought they had a month, but they actually have a day. So today, February 28th, is Rare Disease Awareness Month. That we are just, month. I'm sorry, guys. Day. I don't know. I just used to saying month, but yes, Rare Disease Awareness Day. And if any person out there would choose to talk about, that story about whatever they have, but this is the first time that I'm gonna ever tell my story. Like I said before, it's very fresh, it's very new. It's only been almost 3 years, so it's been a little over 2 years since I know about this particular disease that I have. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about a backstory that I pretty much know about it and what I pretty much studied about it. It's a rare disease that I ever know about it. Some doctors don't know about it. Some other women out there don't know about it. But to me, I feel like it just needs to be more talked about. I think more doctors need to be educated on it. So I have this disease called LAM, and it's a long word, and I'll put that down below right here, you guys. It's a long word, but they shorten it for LAM so we can call it LAM. But if you just go somewhere and tell someone, oh, I have LAM, they don't know what that is, and they want you to pronounce it. And I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's the more confusing part about it. But the backstory of LAM, all I know about it, I'm still learning about it. All I know about it so far is that it's been around for a long time. I thought it was just something that just happened in the early 2000s. I didn't know it was in the 90s or the 80s. But I heard that it was pretty much there in the 70s started. Women had it. It's kind of like a woman disease. Only women can get it in their prime years or when they start puberty. So a lot of women back then got misdiagnosed for it with bronchitis and emphysema and all that other stuff, or asthma, because LAM forms cysts in your lungs. So a lot of doctors just got confused with it and just misdiagnosed them, and then They didn't really have any treatments. They didn't have any really medications for them. And unfortunately, a lot of women had died from that, not knowing it is. But in 2015, they have found some medications. To my knowledge, only 2 medications that are pretty much that we can take. It's everolimus, and I'll put that down here, and sirolimus. And sirolimus is something that I'm currently taking right now. And yeah, I'll tell y'all that in the next video, how coping with that, and I'm coping with the medication and the treatment, because I just started treatment last November. Supposed to be started before I had my last baby girl, but there's a lot of stories behind all that. Once I found out and did more study about it, they're saying that it's gene mutation in your DNA, things like that, and they said that it was genetically passed to me. So I had to start asking people on my daddy's side, my mom's side, who got it, and any kind of lung problems or any kind of any other type of organ problems, like with kidneys and stuff. And none of both of my sides of my family do not have that, or any kind of issues with their kidneys or their lungs. So that's confusing, because it may have came from the ancestry times, passed all the way down for years and years and years ago, and it just somehow got passed to me. So throughout my years, I thought that I would never have anything like this. I had to think about it. But let me just tell you a story about I had just turned 30 years old in 2019. My birthday is in November, so I basically just celebrated 30 years. Just turned 30. So excited to get in the 30 club, and feeling different. I ain't in 20s no more and all that right there. So fast forward, I was working at a fast food joint. I was working at Whataburger at the time, and I was working at Whataburger for 3 years. I started Whataburger in 2018 and worked all the way up to 2020. So celebrate my birthday in 2019 in November. Then you have December I worked, January I worked, and February I worked. No signs of LAM showing up. So March came around, and I hate, coming back to this, moments, because it just still bothers me. But, I have to bring awareness to women out here to go get genetically tested. Just get tested, because now they have technology where you can get tested to see if you have LAM. And there you guys, they can find it in your blood as well, as well as CT scans and MRIs if you have it in your lungs and also your kidneys. So, in the video, you guys, I'll put like a little picture or some kind of information on the side. Just tell you guys a little bit of information of the definition of LAM as well, you guys, because it's very rare. It's very rare, y'all. So yes, back to March 2020. I had signs of LAM showing up. So one of the doctors told me that, you had this ever since you were born. But I don't understand, why did the symptoms came up? Why the symptoms came up till I was 30? Because I didn't have no symptoms of LAM or shortness of breath. Yes, LAM causes shortness of breath, and it does cause fatigue. It causes AMLs in your kidneys, which some people don't know what AMLs are. AMLs are tumors like cysts in your kidneys, and that's one of the things I do have. I have LAM in both areas. I have LAM in my lungs and I have LAM in my kidneys. There are 9 centimeters big tumors on both of them. And back in 2020, that's when I basically had, Lord Jesus, I just can't, still to this day, y'all, just can't believe I still dealt with that. But I'm still gonna say my story, guys. So I will never forget the month, the day, and the year of that event that could be tragic for me. March the 8th, 2020. I was supposed to go to work that morning. They had me working a morning shift, and I was supposed to be working 8 that morning. But on the way to work, I had this pain. And the night before, I just had this pain, and I sat in this pain for 8 hours, which is really crazy. I counted the hours that I was in this pain. It was crazy. I was in this pain for 8 hours, and it happened late that night, but I thought it was like a muscle spasm pain, because I just didn't I tried to figure out what it was, but it was coming from my left side all the way up, left side of my kidney, all the way up to my left side of my lung, to my rib cage. So I was like, why I keep having this pain? I took ibuprofen, I took Aleve, I tried to take anything, because it kept the symptoms I was having, vomiting. I vomited up my medication, I took over-the-counter stuff, and it had diarrhea, TMI, you guys, disclaimer, TMI, diarrhea, vomiting, all this with this pain. This pain was over 10. You say from a scale of 1 to 10, no, it's over 10. It's way to the top, y'all. It's just ridiculous. Excruciating pain, y'all. That I wish on nobody. I don't wish on the worst enemy. It's the worst pain you could ever go through. And I did not know what's going on. It was coming from one side. I know what's going on. To the ER in the town, because the town I was getting to the hospital is the town that I worked at. So what I worked at is not in my town, it's the town next to where I live. So I just went to their hospital because I was supposed to go to work that day, and it was 8 o'clock that morning when I got to the hospital. They put me into the emergency room, and they gave me steroids, they gave me medication to kind of ease the pain a little bit, but they still trying to figure out what's going on. At first they thought I was pregnant, and then I know it. No, I was not like that. They take a urine sample and found out I wasn't pregnant. So they tried to wheel me in the wheelchair all the way up to probably the 5th or 6th floor to do CT scans and x-ray. So when they did that, they silently brought me back to the little room, the little room in the emergency room at. They took me back to that room and silently didn't see anything. So they just went back out there, still gave me more meds just to help, morphine and Vicodin, to get it together, get the pain right. That pain was excruciating. It just felt like you was about to die, actually. So all the ER doctors, they was out there, they were just talking, and I was hearing them talking, but I just can't really hear what they were saying because I was just focusing on that pain. Did not know what's going on. So the doctors came in and said, you know what? We're going to admit you to the hospital. I said, what? But they did not tell me why. They just said, we're going to admit you to the hospital. We're going to get your room. They put me up to the 3rd floor. And yeah, they just admitted me. By 11 o'clock, they admitted me that morning. And when I got there, I was so doped up. I was crying. I was upset because I didn't understand what's going on. I understand why I was in pain. Why I was trying to make a living for my oldest daughter at the time. I only had my oldest daughter at the time, and I was trying to make a living for her, for us, to have our own place, our own home, and that got backtracked because of what happened. So, a couple hours later, doctors came, and I was doped up. You know, I went to sleep because the pain started easing. So when they put me on that morphine, like, oh my God, the pain was, ooh, Jesus, was gone. And after I got relaxed and I woke up, and it was like doctors all around me. They're like, oh my God, it's like $5-6 all around me. And they telling me, you know, ma'am, you have tumors on your kidneys. So what? So that's what that pain come from. You had a hemorrhage, you had a rupture, and you have internal bleeding. Wow. They say if you stayed in that pain a little longer, you would have died, unfortunately. I was crying, I was upset, and I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do? I can't deal with this right now because I have a child I need to take care of, I need to raise. I don't need time for this. So they were like, you need to go to a specialist, which they knew what specialist I need to go to. So you need to go to a LAM specialist. They do have LAM specialists out there. It's just not many. It's not few. Well, I live at, it's not a few people, doctors that specialize in that. I went to the first hospital, you know, with the LAM specialist, and when I did my first appointment with that doctor, he just specified that I had LAM. I was like, what is that? Because I didn't know what that is. He explained it to me, and he said, you know, you don't need to have any more children because estrogen can drive the disease insane, and it could progress it faster. And but I end up, that doctor told me that in August 2020, but you know, I still had my youngest baby. I got pregnant with her in November 2020, and I was supposed to get in treatment, but I had messed around, got pregnant with her, and I wouldn't trade nothing in the world. She's my blessing, and that's why we call her a miracle, because you know, she was a miracle that I had her. She's fine and healthy, there's nothing wrong, and we had a smooth, easy pregnancy with LAM. I didn't have any symptoms at all. None of the symptoms that I had back in March 2020. So I got pregnant with her in November 2020, had her in 2021 in July, and I had to be closely monitored by a high-risk doctor because of my condition, just to make sure my lungs are good, my kidneys are good, because I have LAM in both places, which is bad. But you know, thanks to the doctors that I have, they helped me deal with it. So I was diagnosed, I found out in March 2020 the pain that I had, and then in August 2020, that's when I officially got diagnosed of LAM, and it was genetically passed to me. They said they saw the cysts, the numbers of cysts in my lungs on both of them, and the 2 AMLs on my kidneys. They are 9 centimeters big, and that is big. And me being a small person, and that makes my kidneys enlarged. They are very big. That's why they having these ruptures. And I had my second rupture on my right side, on my right kidney, second time, and that happened fortunately on Mother's Day, which is the worst. Oh my God, that was the worst. On Mother's Day in 2022, which is last year. That was the worst thing I ever. Why on Mother's Day? Why? So yeah, that happened on Mother's Day. But it's all cool though. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, on Mother's Day I would never thought to wake up in pain, the same amount of pain that it was back in March. The first time I had the rupture, I had a second rupture, but it happened to the other side. It happened on the right side, the right kidney that time. So yeah, it was horrible. My kids had to see me in that pain. They never saw me in that pain before. So my children had to see me in that pain. My boyfriend had to see me in that pain. He never saw me in that pain before. Of course, because we never met. We didn't know each other at that time in March, but we knew each other the month after. But my boyfriend was the one that led me to a specialist and got me to that specialist the first time. And he's been very supportive in the LAM situation that I am. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, LAM can be deadly. LAM can be deadly. Some people severe, some people they say mine could potentially be severe, but because that is in my kidneys. But you know, I'm not letting that worry me at all. You know, I'm still living my life like this, y'all. So just to say, the LAM is not a death sentence. We have treatment. Storytime and everolimus is the only 2 treatments that we can basically take. And I'm gonna just be straight for you right now. LAM, there's no cure for LAM. No cure. And I know that some women that are new to this and someone that be newly diagnosed to this gonna say, oh my God, we're gonna die, no. There is hope, and the medication is hope. And like I said, the medication is not gonna take away LAM. To me, that's no surgery gonna take away. Not that I know of, that I've been educated by doctors. But you know, we have treatment, and they're working every day to find a cure for LAM. And I pray, hope to God that they find a cure, because there's a lot of newly women coming and getting diagnosed all over the world. And LAM is worldwide. It's not just in North America and the United States. It's worldwide. And they call it a woman disease, like I said before. It's just only women get it because of the estrogen in our bodies, the hormones in our bodies. But like I said, they will basically put you on birth control, and not the estrogen kind, but the progesterone. That one will keep you from producing more estrogen, because I feel like when your period is on, TMI, you guys watching, TMI girls, you know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. So when your menstrual on, you know, estrogen, more hormones get released and all that, and that can even drive LAM insane. But thankfully, my primary doctor already put me on progesterone anyway, because she knew that my specialist didn't want me on the estrogen type birth control. So she put me on the progesterone pill to not only keep me from getting pregnant, but at the same time keep my estrogen levels at bay from this LAM progressing faster, because it's a slow progressive disease. But at the same time, if you put more estrogen hormone with it, and you're pregnant or period or anything like that, it can progress it more and more, and it could get worse for you and your lungs and your kidneys, and lung collapses and more rupture in your AMLs, all these different things. It's very hard to come to you guys in front of this camera to tell you guys about a little bit about what LAM is. And you can, go research it more on Google. Google can tell you more about what LAM is. But LAM has, I'm not gonna say LAM has took a toll on my life, but it just makes things a little harder for me with my breathing. I have shortness of breath. I have to live with it like that. But I will tell y'all more and more in depth about how I live with it, how I cope with it each and every day in the next video, part 2 of this video, living with LAM. This is how I discovered it, how I knew about it. I did not know what LAM was, but I just feel like there should be more doctors out there that need to be educated more in this disease. More doctors need to be more. They don't even have a whole lot over the United States. They have a little bit overseas and things like that, but they need more and more doctors, because even my primary doctor, she didn't even know what that is. I had to tell her what it is, and she went on upon herself outside work to educate her own self what is LAM. And then when we got back together at the next appointment, she just told me about, oh my God, I didn't know it's that serious, and oh my God. And she was just like, I'm so sorry that you got to go through, you got to live with this. And as long there's no cure, we have to live with this for the rest of our lives as we see it. So yeah, you guys, it's something that you don't want to live with, but it's something I have. It's nothing I can do about it, but just pray about it, live every life as the happiest, every day as the happiest life that I can make it with my kids, my girls. I have LAM. I want to just, like I said, bring awareness to other women that please go get genetically tested. My specialist wanted me to genetically test my girls to make sure I didn't pass them on to them, but I pray to God I don't. I pray to God that I didn't pass it on to them, but I will try to go get that done and try to, do that for them. So yeah, you guys, so this is why this day is reserved for rare diseases, is to bring awareness. I don't know about other rare diseases out there, but I can know about the rare disease that I have. Like I said, still new and fresh. August this year will be 3 years. Yeah, it'll be 3 years. So I'm still learning about it. It's still fresh to me, still new to me. I'm learning new things every day. And when my lab specialist, he gave me some information about LAM, and there is a LAM Foundation out there, and he gave me a pamphlet on it, and I reached out to the LAM Foundation, and they the ones are more deeper in depth of LAM, and they have Facebook groups. They have the LAM Foundation Facebook group. They also have the Lammies group, because that's what we call ourselves, the Lammies. We are Lammies because we have LAM. They shorten it, and I think they shorten it that way. The LAM Foundation shorten it that way because that's the only way we can just say it, LAM. You know, because we can't say that word. That word's so long. I mean, nobody can say that or pronounce that word. You know? So we also have our own month to bring awareness about LAM. Our month is in June. June is Worldwide LAM Awareness Month. That's what we have. It's been very hard to talk about because it just brings emotions to me, because it just felt like I could just say LAM changed my life. I won't say drastically, but it changed my life. I won't say drastically, but it just, I don't know, it just changed my life. It just changed my life, but it can, like I said, it can change my life for the better. And I can just be, helping other people, motivating other people, and giving encouragement and support to other women that it's okay. We just rare women out here. We just unique. We just one of a kind. We're just going through some things that we just have to understand, and we can go out and educate more people. We can pass out booklets, pamphlets, brochures, anything out there that we just can do to reach out to other women and say, listen, this is a disease called LAM, and it's quote unquote a woman disease that you can have in your prime years. It can come, but I heard someone had the symptoms at 16. So they said the symptoms will show up. You've been living with it all your life, but the symptoms can show up in puberty years or prime years, like in your 30s, or childbirth bearing years. So yeah, that's the reason why they explained to me why both my kids are small. My oldest daughter, she was born 3 pounds and 16 ounces, and my second baby girl, she was born 4 pounds, 4 pounds 10 ounces. My babies were both small, and the LAM specialist just explained to me why they're small, because my kidneys are big. They're enlarged. They don't have much room to grow, but I still had successful pregnancies. But with my oldest daughter, she came early. She came at 8 months, 35 weeks early. But at the same time, it was still a successful pregnancy of those 8 months. We didn't have any problems, but she came early because, of the LAM that I did not know. I did not know I had them when I had my first one. So when we talk about it now and discuss it now, they said the problem was that we didn't know. The problem was LAM had to play a big role if my kids been small, but that's what it is, you guys. So yeah, guys. So I just hope with this story time, that I kind of educate a little bit about what LAM is. Like I said, it's a rare disease. It's something that I can't understand. I understand parts of it, I can't fully understand most of it. But it's something that I'm living with. And like you see on the outside of me, you just can't tell that I have it, but in the inside, like I said, I'm going through something. But my kids keep me motivated every day, and keep me going every day. My boyfriend is my biggest support system. I really don't have too many people in my family that has been a support system. I don't really have too much support on this side of my family. My boyfriend is my biggest support of going through this journey with, like, y'all see my baby right here. Look, y'all see my baby. She just want to be in the camera, y'all. Say hi. Hi. Oh, she's so sweet, y'all. Yeah, guys, so my little girl right here want to get in the camera every time I get on the camera. Y'all see her, she don't want to be still or anything like that. Look at her. She want to be a part of mama video. Say hey. Say hey, y'all. I just want to be in mama camera. That's all. So I just want to be in mama camera. I just want to be in mama camera. So I just want to be in mama camera. Like I told y'all before, my little babies are my joy and motivation. They motivate me so well. Look at my little girl, y'all. They keep me going. They keep me smiling, especially my boyfriend. He keep me going, joking and laughing, just not think about it. I hope I've been informational about what LAM is. I hope I cover enough about LAM is. Like I said, y'all can go Google it and see, you know, in deeper depth of LAM. And you know, I'm trying to get by with it, you guys. But that's what's in my personal life. That just trying to bring awareness to other women and motivate and encourage other women. It's okay that we're just rare women going through a lot of stuff. And yeah, unfortunately, as y'all can see, I'm not wearing my stripes today. Yeah, zebra stripes is our symbol for rare disease. I don't have anything that's our zebra print, but I will put that in my PTO because that's my symbol of representation of, you know, rare disease. So yeah, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video with story time. My first story time about what I have and what I'm dealing with and what I'm living with. A rare lung disease, cystic lung disease, and also AMLs, tumors, which are that I have tuberous sclerosis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tuberous sclerosis. I hope I'm saying that right. That I have those in my kidneys. So yes, hope y'all enjoyed the video of story time. I hope I was informational. I hope I was covering everything that I could cover about a little bit of the backstory of LAM and how I found out and everything like that. And again, you guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to be notified on every video I put out, you guys. Until next time, you guys, look out for part 2 of living with LAM, how I cope with it and how I'm actually dealing with it, you guys. All right, till next time, glow. I'm sorry, y'all, but glow. Always keep glowing and shining on your haters. Until next time, you guys. Bye.